Welcome back to Attacking Third. It is now time for our Ask A3 segment. We put out the call and you answered. Thank you. You submitted questions. If you want to do this, you can follow us on socials at Attacking Third and ask us anything you want about the women's game. We've got our trusty mailbox here. Let's dive into our first question that we have. What is your prediction for the Orlando Pride versus Kansas City rematch? These two teams face off for the second time this season on September 13th in Orlando at Inter & Co Stadium. They played previously July 6th. That was in Kansas City. Orlando got the 2-1 win over KC. What's going to happen September 13th, Christine?
Ooh, I think Kansas City are back with a vengeance for this one, right? You're not going to get them twice. And also, Vlatko, what are you doing over there? You're signing Jericho, who is like a consistent double-digit goal scorer per season. That's an act of terrorism. Like, he's just unleashing another goal scorer in this league on the current.
Well, he's trying to break the record for the most goal scorers on one team.
Yeah, it's going to be like, we've now got 11-plus players that are goal scorers. No, it's insane. But I do think that is going to add an extra layer to this Kansas City Currents attack, as if they needed it. The luxury that they have there. But I think this is going to be a really, really fun rematch.
Oh, of course it will. So KC going on the road. They pick up the dub for you, Christine. What about you, D?
Same.
Yes.
I think Kansas City are coming back with the vengeance and staying on trend with, yes, you can score a couple goals on us, but we will outscore you. Watch this. So I think that Kansas City, yes, they concede. They're going to score more than Orlando and come back with a win, because that's such extra motivation, especially going and playing a team at home and shutting them up. And watching from the last tournament, the Summer Cup, Orlando was okay. Kansas City hasn't dropped off at all, and they've kept the same team. So, and just adding Jericho into that attack. So, yeah, I think they build and build and build, which is scary that they're even getting better. But for me, it's going to, sorry, Orlando. It's going to KC.
Love you,
That's
Banda.
an excellent point, because throughout this last month, when so many teams were dismantled due to international break and windows in the Olympics, Kansas City just continued to get stronger. I'm going to go with Kansas City, too.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that. September 13th.
3 for 3.
We'll see. Okay, number 2 for our Ask A3. Who would win in a 1v1? Kansas City's Semwa Chawinga or Orlando's Barbara Banda?
This is so spicy, only because, like, Chawinga going 3v1 like a month ago is still burned into my brain, like it might have changed my brain chemistry. I don't know. This is brutal. I'm going to go maybe Banda with 1v1s here.
That's funny. I'm saying Chawinga.
I'm going to go Chawinga,
I'm going Chawinga 1v1. I think Banda does really well when she has a little bit more space to bully people out of, which is incredible. It suits her. She's an incredible player, but Chawinga, for me, has a bit more of the tight pocket 1v1, maybe a little bit cleaner, in my opinion, to then go and finish. We're not talking like a full field 1v1. We're talking like...
Yeah. Can you imagine? 1v1, you and me.
Just throw it out into the center circle and they start on both ends and run out.
That would be so fun. Can we get that? All-Star break or something? That would be so fun.
Maybe. Let me walk you through my logic.
New skills challenge for the final.
Because the majority of Banda's
players
goals...
just run.
Huck a ball out to the middle.
Because the majority of Banda's goals are scored in the box, I feel like she's used to having to go at least one. It's not going to be a wide open opportunity. So that was kind of my logic there.
Yeah, that's fair.
Chawinga could have gone
Hey, rock with Banda. Yeah. We're going Chawinga.
I'm going to go Chawinga, yeah. I think even just like the push and run, she's got her. Like,
you think she's faster than Banda?
Are they defending against each other?
Yeah, it's 1v1.
Yeah. Oh. I thought it was just like both of them were attacking against a sole defender. And then
it's 1v1.
I thought we don't go by rules here on A3. We just go rogue.
There are no rules. There are absolutely no rules. I'm still going to go Chawinga. Okay, we have another question. This is our third one for Ask A3. This one is about the rookie. How many goals and assists does Croix Bethune end the season with? So currently the rookie sits with 9 assists, 2 more, and she breaks the record, and she has 5 goals. Christine, with 10 matches left, how many does she end with?
Oh, my goodness. I'm going to say, what's the tally again? We're at 9
She's at 9 assists, 5 goals.
9 assists, 5 goals. And we still have 10 more games to go this season. I think she'll come up with like 15 assists.
Ooh, pretty good.
And maybe pick up another 3 goals.
Okay, so 10 and 8, or what did you say, 15 and 8? Sorry, math.
Math is hard. It's Monday.
Sorry, we do sports ball.
It's okay. Wait, that's wrong. we kick balls. We don't do that. I am actually going to go. She's breaking double digits on both. This girl is coming off of the Olympics where her first few touches, she looked like she was going to score a goal when she got into a match. She's going to come back hungry. So I'm going to say 15 assists, 10 goals.
Ooh, 15.
Insane,
assists.
yeah.
That's
But
a
I think
lot.
her level is that high. Adding Lacey Santos to the team. Ule Sarr looks really good in form right now. Who knows?
I think that she's only going to break the assist record by 1 or 2. I'm going to go 12 assists. I think with the addition of Lacey Santos, a lot of the setting up her teammates to score is going to go to Santos, and she's going to take on a little bit more of that role, and Bethune is going to have a lot more freedom to shoot and score goals. So I'm going to go 12 goals.
Whoa.
Ooh. Okay.
And whoa.
Wait,
Yeah.
I want to wager.
Sure.
Whoever's closest without whoever's closest without going over. Can
Okay,
we do
great.
that?
Let's do it.
What are we?
I said 15 and 10. You said
I said
12 and 10.
I
and you
said 15-8.
15-8. So what's your wager? What are you wanting to wage?
Okay.
A cup of coffee.
I don't want coffee. How about tickets to
You don't need any more caffeine,
women's
you're right.
basketball game?
Okay, cool.
Oh, I like that.
Let's do it.
Oh, fun. Okay, great. Okay, number 4 for our Ask A3. This one is an interesting one. We're talking Chicago Red Stars. Can the Red Stars hang on and make the playoffs? They're in 7th place right now, 23 points, 7 wins, 2 draws, 7 losses. And remember, top 8 teams make the postseason, and they're currently in 7th, Darian.
No. I do not think Chicago gets through. The Summer Cup proved to me that when they don't have a Mal Swanson, and now they're missing Sam Stab, who blocked that defense up for them, they don't have an answer. It's not enough of a full team for me where if one player goes down, the level doesn't drop, it completely drops. So for me, no, they're not making it.
I love Lauren Donaldson, but I have questions. I'm going to go no. I don't think they make it. I just think everything's so tight, and the other teams right now, just like sitting above them and immediately below them, could really rally in the last part of the season.
He's also yet to prove what the team's doing without Mel Swanson up top.
Yeah, well, they'll have her back.
My criticism is that they have to have her back to get there.
True. They do.
Yeah. If, say, she has a knock and she's out for a game, what do?
I think Chicago can squeak in. They can be the 10th or the 8th team that sneaks in. They've got Swanson coming back. They've got Brazilian Ludmila joining the team. Although they've struggled defensively, 23 goals for, 22 goals against, and now they're without Sam Staub defensively, but they have Alyssa Nair as well. It's going to be by 1-goal score lines, really gritty games. They'll grind it out. Don't worry. I have faith that Chicago will get through.
There's your faith.
I am it.
Lisa
That's about
Carlin.
it. Not a lot to hang your hat on. Okay, let's get to our
Did
next
Sandra
question.
slip a threat or a 50? Which one was it?
I just like I'm cheering for Sandra's team. You know, that's it. Okay, question
Sandra.
number 5. Another team seeing if they can make the playoffs. Can Allie Sentnor, the rookie in Utah, and the Royals make the playoffs? Or is it a 9-point gap, too much ground to make up over 10 matches? So Utah currently in last place. Only 2 wins, and they've got a negative 20 goal differential, worse by 8 goals
Frickin'
in the
yikes.
league right now. Yikes. Can they make it? Make the playoffs?
No.
If Chicago can, it's 7th.
No, I don't think so. There's other teams that I think are going to improve more. I have so much more faith in just with the new signings they have, their style of play, new coaches coming in. Utah, to me, just, yes, they've turned it around a little bit. We've seen them have a little bit more in the attack, much more cohesiveness. Players look like they're enjoying it. I think it's a little too late. The changes that needed to be made needed to happen earlier for them to be in a playoff contention point. For me, this is just a year where they're really trying to build an identity. Like, this is the most atypical expansion team year that they're having. So no, they don't make it.
Yeah, I mean, they absolutely did a 180 for me with Summer Cup, but that hasn't been proven regular season, and quite frankly, nothing that they've done really matters unless it carries back into the season kicking back
Exactly.
off. So unfortunately, it's a little bit too late, I think. I'm happy for them to prove me wrong.
Could Allie Sentnor be named Rookie of the Year?
No.
No, not when Croix Bethune
on the
I was going to say, not when Croix Bethune exists.
Any other year, for sure.
Okay.
Not with Croix Bethune. Sorry.
Yeah, mathematically, it's tricky for Utah to get there because they only have 9 points right now with 10 games left. Say they win out the next 10 games. They're at 39 points. That just now gets to Orlando at the top of the table. And that's not very likely, right?
No.
To be honest, it's not very likely. So tough one for Utah. I don't think you're doing it. I don't even know if they'll be able to get out of that 14th spot.
Yeah, it's
in
tough.
The standings.
They've made that their home, unfortunately. I don't see them moving too much.
We'll see some change-ups, some additions to their roster in this August transfer window. We'll see when they get back to play. I'm excited to see what this Utah team looks like. A little different, perhaps. Okay, let's hit our last Ask A3 question. Can the Seattle Reign improve their scoring after the Olympic break? Seattle, they're in 13th in the standings, only 11 points, and they've scored 16 goals. That is the third worst in the league, only ahead of Houston and Utah. So is it going to get better, Darian?
Brutal. Anytime something's set up for you to say third worst or it follows with worst, oh my God, I've been there as a player, it sucks. No, I don't think Seattle will move too much. Yes, they have new signings, Mondesir and Krasnovic, but I don't know if it's enough yet for Seattle's style of play and how they like to possess and how unthreatening they are going forward. It's a little bit too late, in my opinion, for them to make a playoff push and score a bunch of goals.
Can they score more, though? So they've got 16 in the first half plus of the season, and 10 games left. Are they going to score more than 16?
I mean, if they manage to score 1 goal a match,
that's not even there.
Right, that's
only
not
10
even
matches.
there, and their productivity isn't all that great. So I'm going to say no. I think they're stuck in the mud, and like some of the other teams, they've just made moves too late.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to do it either.
I think it's a matter of how their style of play as well. It's not suiting scoring a bunch of goals because last year they relied on certain players to put goals away and make magic out of nothing. They have to really play as a team, and in the final third, in the attacking half, have to set their attacking forwards and their players up for success. The way that they're playing with the deep crosses, really, really deep crosses, very early, it's not working. It's not producing anything. I think if we see them switch up their style of play, yes, they'll score a bunch more goals. I don't think
if
that
they
Laura
can
Harvey
execute
will,
a new style.
Yeah, it's too late, and I don't know if Laura Harvey will change that right now.
They're not creating an onslaught of chances in front of goal to create or even look threatening enough by any means.
It's very predictable. So.
Yeah, tough for Seattle, but we'll see. They are at the bottom of the standings, 13th.